Moscow, a city where different cultures are manifested not only in the streets and architecture, but also in the faces of its people, and especially Moscow girls who symbolize the beauty and diversity of this city. In fact, it is the largest country in the world, covering 6,592,800 square miles. At this size, it's natural that you come across so many different types of people. You're not really able to identify any common characteristics. Let's take a trip to 10 different cultures going on in this city, and see how these cultures have even influenced the behavior and lifestyle of Moscow girls. Number 10. New Year's Eve is a favorite secular celebration of Russians. Russians respect religious holidays, but the secular New Year's Eve is their favorite. New Year's Eve is celebrated at midnight with parties full of noise, drinking, dancing, and fireworks. Pretty standard, isn't it? An interesting and unexpected thing is that children receive gifts on Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve. The Russian equivalent of Santa Claus is Ded Moroz, or grandfather of the forest, who is usually accompanied by Snow White. This lady is not to be confused with the one who lived with the 7 dwarfs, although the two have the same name. In fact, this lady is the granddaughter of Ded Moroz, and there is a legendary story about her. Number 9. Russian girls and the attraction of traditional flavored romance. When it comes to romantic relationships, Russian girls are often traditional and family-oriented, like many Eastern European women. Many Russians marry when they are still very young and have children as soon as possible. For Russian women, there is especially great pressure to have children while they are still young and fertile, and from early childhood, they gradually learn the value of a stable relationship and the place of the family. Number 8. Age gap in Russian relationships. In fact, statistics show that in most marriages, there is a certain age difference between the couple because the wife is usually younger. Many Russian girls prefer to marry older men because they are financially and psychologically more stable. And in some cases, people may choose an older or younger person to marry due to economic issues and the need for financial security. These choices may be based on economic differences and standard of living. Number 7. In Russia, new and fewer friendships. Don't get me wrong, Russians are very polite, humble, and down to earth, but they can't get to know a new person quickly. At the same time, they're very curious about people from different cultures, and in some environments, people may be less inclined to make new friendships due to cultural or social caution. This could be due to concerns about social judgments or expectations. So the country you are traveling from to Russia can often help you make friends. They like to introduce others to their traditions and ways of life in Russia, and are very proud of what makes Russian culture unique. Number 6. Russians are very hospitable people, and they enjoy receiving guests even without a special occasion. In Russia, when you're invited to someone's home, whether it's for dinner, afternoon coffee, or a house party, never leave empty-handed. The host must also have prepared plenty of food and drink. It seems very rude for guests to leave the host's house without at least a snack. For this reason, as a thank you for this effort in organizing the party, the guest should at least take a gift with him. In this case, let the occasion of the party be your guide. For example, if you are going to a party for drinks, take a drink or a snack like chips. If you're invited to dinner, bring a drink or a nice dessert or some fancy cheeses or other delicacies. Number 5. Very loud and very fast parties. While this may or may not be true, drinking is a very, very big deal in Russia. Rough and fast parties are a specific cultural aspect in Russia, informally known as dinner nights, or fast parties. These types of parties are usually held in an informal environment with exciting activities. The behavior in these parties may be more relaxed and informal than other social occasions, and you can never beat a Russian for a drink, and you might end up in the hospital if you try. Number 4. Men's role in the family. Men are often recognized as the main breadwinners of the family and are expected to take responsibility for the family's finances. Men in Russian culture are known as pillars of power and authority in the family and society. Important decisions are usually left to them. Men should treat others, especially women, with courtesy and respect. For example, men are expected to open doors for women, pay for their meals, help them carry things, etc. Number 3. Characteristics of Russian women. Russian people have a rich cultural heritage that they are always proud of. They are stubborn and a little cold, but in their culture they value and respect their family and homeland. The culture of marriage in Russia has made Russian women love family formation and marriage and consider it an important part of life. However, a Russian woman likes to be powerful and seeks independence. Also, if a Russian woman falls in love with a man, she sees him in the eyes of her future husband, so that she will do her best to make this love end in marriage. Russian women love to cook and believe that they can win a man's heart with good food. In Russia, family members are dependent on each other and try to live with their parents in small apartments. Number 2. Russians don't smile. Russians learn from childhood not to laugh. Laughing is one of the ways of happiness and friendship, but Russians do not believe that. For Russians, smiling is a sign of weakness and does not show a person's inner feelings properly. Of course, this does not mean that Russians do not laugh at all. Russians only laugh at those they know and care about, not strangers. If you smile at strangers in Russia, you should not expect them to smile back. Be careful to smile while exploring the city so as not to get into trouble. Number 1. Cats. In hiring the museum. It may seem strange, but 70 cats are employed full-time by the Hermitage Museum in St. Petersburg, and they even get paid for this job. The job of these cats is to protect the museum and its protected items from rats. The presence of these cats in the museum dates back to more than 100 years ago. All these 70 cats have photo identification cards and a guardian. There are many legends about the cats of the Hermitage Museum, but the most powerful one is that the evil spirits stay away from the museum. We hope you enjoyed your trip to Moscow and discovering its attractions. From its tumultuous history to diverse cultures and unique beauty, this city always has new attractions to offer. If you like this content and you want me to make a video about its interesting rules, write to me in the comments and don't forget to subscribe to our channel and share your opinions with us. Until the next video and new travels, goodbye and hope to see you again.